Now, that is the forecast here in our area, but something else that we do need to be talking about in pretty close detail is what's going on in the tropics. The Atlantic has woken up over the last couple of days, and right now there are 3 areas of potential tropical development that the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on. So let's break them down, starting with this area in red here, which is the most promising area of potential development. What this is actually called is Invest 92L. Now, what an invest is the National Hurricane Center gives an area of potential development the name Invest when they believe that it's likely to become a tropical system by sometime in the week. It's given pretty high chances of development overall, a 70% chance in the next 2 days and 80% chance in the next 7 days. As it drifts a little bit further into the Atlantic over to the west, it is expected to continue to show signs of tropical development. This will likely be a tropical depression by sometime later this week. How will it progress beyond that? That remains to be seen, but very likely to become a tropical depression. Now, just on the heels of that, right off the west coast of Africa, we have this new area of potential development that is another tropical wave rolling off the west coast of Africa. It's new, so it's given low chances of development in the next 2 days, but it's moving into a somewhat favorable environment in the next 7 days, so it bears watching as we head into the rest of the week. But right now, kind of confidence on what this will become is fairly low, so just something to keep our eyes on. Way further up north in the Atlantic, we were actually talking about this system yesterday because it was given fairly low chances of overall development. This low pressure system here is drifting fairly quickly over to the east and moving quickly towards colder waters, but in the last 24 hours has shown some signs of slight development, some increased winds, and some slight organization. So the National Hurricane Center actually bumped its chances of development up from 10 to 50 throughout the day yesterday, but it's 50% chance in the next 2 or the next 7 days. The reason that's important, if this is going to show any sort of tropical characteristics, it needs to happen within the day. By the time we get to Thursday, this is going to move into cold waters and its chances of development will be gone. But the National Hurricane Center does note this could become a brief tropical storm by the time we get into later today, and again, probably dying out by sometime later tomorrow. So lots going on in the tropics right now. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with that if we do have any named storms arising. But here's a look at your 7-day forecast where we